Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another awesome tarot reading, and let's see, let's get started on this. And from the Tree of Life Oracle we have the myth. All right, so the myth is about believing something that is not true, but it's also about like lying to yourself about something that is true. Yeah, it just depends your perspective, right? Sometimes we tell our myths, we tell ourselves myths all the time. Somebody might have told you one, possibly. And in the reverse, sometimes it can mean that something that was thought to be a myth is really true. Like, yeah, it depends here. This can get real deep. It can. Let's see what else we have. We have the advisor. Yeah, somebody understands something with the advisor. It could be their own counsel, right? When you figure something out, the myth. And then we have the martyr. All right. Oh, please don't send any martyrs. There's people who act like, you know, they're dying, they're suffering, sort of, right? Or they're dying for the world, sort of, right? And my mom used to say that to my brother. Oh, stop playing the martyr, right? Kind of always crying the blues, possibly. But this can also be about somebody who is sacrificing something big time. It can be, right? Let's see what we have. And we have stuck energy. All right, but this card's really about unstucking it. Yeah, or you know, it is, because the rainbow's behind him. This is about energy. This is kind of lifting yourself out of possibly gloom and doom, or just kind of the stagnant, you know, stagnation. And then we have deception. Yeah, so maybe somebody lied here, but when I see the myth in the reverse, it looks like somebody might have lied to themselves. You could be saying, well, why would they do that? Yeah, okay. And then we have commitment. Yeah, maybe somebody lied because they were in a commitment, but I feel like this is more about, with the martyr and the advisor and the myth, I feel like this is more about somebody who lied to themselves about, because they didn't understand, right? Or they kept telling themselves a lie, or I really get it, or something like that. They could have, you know, something like that. I feel like it's somebody who didn't know, and then they became the advisor, like their own advisor, like they became wiser. I feel like that's what this is about. So let's see, Sagittarius. If you want to get a psychic reading with me, I'm always checking for accuracies. Yes, left and right, 24/7. Yeah, and we do them on a video call. Or I can send you just simply a recording. If you get the live video call, you can also get a recording for sure. Those are lots of fun if you don't trust somebody, or, you know, that's kind of negative. But if maybe you don't know them, you just met them. Or if you need counsel or, you know, kind of advice in your own situation, yeah, I can help you with that. And what happens is I help you realize on your own, really. It's not that I tell you blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's not. And then the card readings are done the same way. You can either do a live where you're kind of choosing the cards, or I can send you a video. Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading, and you can get a past life reading with me, and those can really help you move forward powerfully and really understand yourself to in a very deep way, for sure, right? Releasing past karma. Let's see, we have the Sun. Okay, it can be about clarity. Yeah, I feel like somebody has clarity here. About you, Sagittarius, the Temperance card, right? Maybe they are, you know, this could be about kind of balance, right? It can, harmony and balance. But harmony and balance comes from wisdom and self-mastery. Yeah, that's why people don't feel good, because, you know, because they haven't really mastered themselves yet. But in this reading with the advisor, I feel like somebody has, and Temperance right here. Now, this may be all about you. It could be, and you may be sitting in the challenge, Sagittarius. And I told you to stop challenging people, all right? Come on, just because you're a fire sign, all right? Let's see what else we have. King of Pentacles, we have the Six of Cups. There could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And we also have the Ace of Cups in this reading. Look at that. So, yeah, somebody wants a commitment in love right here. This is an event. This could be, you know, here he's signing the contract here. It could be a commitment to buy a house, really. But when we see the Ace of Cups, it's probably a commitment, like a marriage, engagement, things of that nature, for sure. Yeah. Let's see what else we have. Page of Pentacles is here. It's all about value, what's important, right? And, you know, we're in May now. This is the month of values and what's really important. It's also about our self-esteem. which is really the most important because you can't do anything without it, right? It's like going to the store without money, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And so the myth and the advisor, I feel like somebody has changed their values or grown up, something like that, right? I mean, once you grow up, you do really change your values. Yeah, you do. But Page of Pentacles is definitely be about a new start in this reading. And we start with the Sun card, and this is major clarity about you, Sagittarius, because they value you, Page of Pentacles. They're clear they want a new start with you. And like I said, I feel like somebody was lying to themselves with the myth, yeah, in the reverse, right? And, they could have been lying to you too because they didn't even understand themselves. Yeah, you could be saying, what? People like that get into relationships and, get involved in, yeah, they do, right? You're like, oh my God, please stay out of the world of love and romance, will you? And dating. All right, yeah, and we have the King of Pentacles here. It's external to you, so that is probably a Virgo, an earth sign. But let's get a card on the Sun. Let's see, let's get a card on that. We have the Three of Cups. Yeah, somebody's clear that they want to either reconcile with you, or that you bring them a major amount of joy. Yeah, there's clarity here after lying. It's probably self-deception, right? Yeah. And here we have the Six of Cups. So this is probably somebody from your past. And maybe they've been stalling because they could have been, right? Yeah, maybe they're stalling because they did lie to you with the Myth card in the reverse, right? They can be afraid. I don't see any fear cards in here, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, right? It could be the 11th card out, right? It could be the next card, but let's see what Temperance is about in the challenge. I feel like we know 10 of Cups. You're there happily ever after. We sure have a lot of cups here, too. We have the 3, the 10, the 1, and the 9, and the 6. I mean, this reading is mostly about cups, and this is love, and this is creativity. It's trusting your intuition and love, right? Yeah. And so King of Pentacles showing up. Maybe this person thought it was just kind of a myth to be with you. Like they could never really be with you. Like you were out of their league, right? Yeah, Sagittarius, that's a possibility. So maybe they kept lying to themselves. So possibly they could be lying about that too, maybe not having enough self-esteem, because there could be self-esteem in this reading. That may be a big deal here, or a theme, because Temperance is here in the crossing energy, the challenge. It's about self-mastery and, your own harmony and balance in your life. And we have the Advisor and the Martyr. I mean, somebody might have had low self-esteem here and they didn't believe that they could be with you, and they kept telling themselves a myth. That can be going on too. Now, King of Pentacles showing up external to you with the Queen of Swords. This person is discerning really whether or not they probably could have a new beginning with you, right? Maybe you lied to them, Sagittarius, right? Just because Temperance shows up as an angel, it doesn't mean, right? We know how that is, right? These labels and all this kind of stuff, images, yeah, right? Maybe you look like Little Bo Peep, but you're nothing of the sort, right? Or but it's a possibility that you lied to them. Hey, maybe you lied to yourself about this person too. It is definitely a possibility, right? Nothing wrong. We learn and we move on. And somebody did learn in this reading. That is the most important thing, not the past about, being whatever, low vibe or, low self-esteem or whatever. If that's the case, that doesn't matter anymore, right? It's the here and now. Forget the past, right? Use it for wisdom. You might suffer from it. A lot of us do, but everybody suffers a little bit from their past. But, you use it as lessons and you move forward and you're smarter and you're stronger. Now, how they feel or how they see themselves is the Six of Cups. And let's go ahead and get a reading, let's go ahead and get a card on the Six of Cups. It's also a recognition. And, she gave her friend here some flowers, and, they're out in the garden, and she's telling her smell them or something like that. And she's smelling the flowers. This could be somebody who also realizes once you stop and smell the flowers, you have a powerful realization. And the number 6 is a recognition. It is. So how cool is that, right? This person's recognized you in their life as, honestly, their dream come true. 9 of Cups next to the Ace of Cups. This is a very cool reading, I must say. Yeah, today's the 1st of May. Yeah, and you know, the astrology is changing with the May astrology. And tonight I'll have my video up for all the 12 signs for the May horoscopes on my astrology channel, right? So I will link, I'll link that there at the top of the comments, all right? Yeah, and also the link is, you know, the link for Divine Soul Astrology, that's always in the description box. In case I forget to put it up, it's getting quite late here, and I'm a little tired here. We have the Wheel of Fortune showing up, and this is them recognizing you as a soulmate. Yeah, yeah, for sure, and that your fate and destiny. I'm pretty sure that's what this is about. Yeah, yep. Now we have the Ace of Cups. In the past, this person recognized this over here. They recognized this in the past. 9 of Cups is showing up as they're concerned. I really have to have my wish come true. 7 of Swords. They could be concerned that they were sneaky because he's running away. Little sneaky ass here, right? This is Sneaky Sam or Sneaky Steve or, right? Or, you know, whatever. Sneakiest, you know, whoever, right? But, you know, in this reading, I feel like it is because we have the deception card. Now, this person's concerned about that. So they probably lied to you. They probably did. Or maybe you lied to them. It's right underneath Temperance, right? Could be. And, yeah, like I said, it doesn't really matter who lied to who, or even if somebody lied to themselves, because that's a done deal. That's over, and now there's this major wisdom, right? We have the Queen of Cups in the environment showing up with the 8 of Pentacles reversed. And so this is somebody who's no longer invested in something else. They don't want to be there. They don't want to try. They don't want to put any of their energy into it. It really can be. The 8s are about moving forward as well. This is in the reverse. Something could end right here. The 8s are about power and progress. And he's totally aligned with his job. So there's something that is not aligning anymore. Yeah, it's not, right? You know, the martyr can talk about sacrificing something, right? Yeah. Or somebody who feels like they're always sacrificing, right? Or, you know, down in the dumps, or I do so much. That was my brother, right? When my mom used to say, stop playing the martyr. So BS, right? Now, and here is the Hierophant showing up. This is what somebody's learned. This person has learned that they have a lot of faith in you guys moving forward, really, because they want this, the Ace of Cups, do with you. Hopes, and we also have, this is also the hope. This person may want to marry you. They really could. You know, the 10 of Cups is here, the 9, the 10, and the Ace of Cups, the 6 of Cups. It's really beautiful, right? It really is. And, you know, the potential outcome in the oracle spread that I always have here is commitment. Yeah, there's a cute guy here too, Sagittarius, right? Yeah, he's kind of a cute guy. Really classy too, right? Yeah, it's important, right? Yeah. You don't want any low vibers, right? Yeah, don't come a knocking, right? Not it's too late for all that, right? I feel like it is for many of us, right? Who are like, oh no, don't come my way, right? But this is about somebody who is wise, probably grown a whole bunch, and they want a commitment with you. Yeah, and they love you big time. Yeah, big time. And the Empress is here. You are their kind of dream come true in love, right? This is about fertility and abundance, love and beauty, the Empress. Yeah. And here we have the 10 of Pentacles showing up in the potential outcome. And it is here clarified by the 7 of Cups reversed. They already made the choice here. This person wants a family with you. Because we have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. They're both family cards. You're their wish. This is full of passion, love, and commitment. And also this like respect in this reading. Maybe they never had that in the past for you. And this person thinks you're perfect for them, Sagittarius. So keep up the good work, whatever you've done, right? Whatever you're doing now, maybe, right? Thanks so much for watching. If you guys want to get a reading, they're lots of fun. And check out the description box below the reading. And look for my reading tonight, you guys. Yeah, it is the astrology for May, right? Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that little bell so you can receive notifications of uploads.